night, we pick up any crumbs from the fallout. The odds are that Johnny will end up on top, but who knows? Keep your ears open and your mouth shut!
Wait. The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan? Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup.
Report them for mental refreshment post-haste.
All right, it's a plan.
It's a good idea. It's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? No.
Although technically Tony and Chrissy are cousins.
Refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. For now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Material for perfection.
I've eyes
From
on
the
a miscreant.
meekest subject to the most exalted vigilant. We must
Dwarfificator in charge!
We cherish all.
Our enemies envy our prosperity and our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Never let individualist! System of fight!
Subject lacking the appropriate seal for their time work.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 30. Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript. So glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance. That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me. You might call in reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession. I might be convinced to part with them for a small favor. Some key legwork for a mighty hunter. Me, I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. As much as I appreciate the compliment, such work is beneath someone of my skills. Accomplished hunters like me are well known to enlist aid from peons, underlings, and guides. The rule of fair chase does apply, for without our ethics, how are we much more than beasts ourselves? Appreciate you for reminding me that. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved for, company.
Both our forces and antis await your command to proceed. Executing primary operation, now!
Strange bedfellows indeed. They'd best fight well.
Working conjointly through disparate means!
Calcaduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Let's not spend more time.
Calcaduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Oh, you poor man. I sincerely hope we don't have to shoot you.
So do I need assistance from someone with substandard, non-protectorate medical training? Thank you, but no, you're too kind. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain, despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Caduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Caduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. I am obliged to face you then. I am no arbiter, but as a dutiful subject of the Protectorate, I will not go without a fight. Tear down! Stay your execution!
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Colonized replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
I have the sinking sensation that this contraption is about to try my patience.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and soon everything will be running like clockwork. It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, It is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crapples have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Potential allies in the Order would not like that.
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-Order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. Inverting targeting protocols. There, any protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Prosperity. Disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
I don't know where this story's heading, but I guess we should all be grateful he wasn't wearing white bucks. The maid walks
Sir Lawrence from the Meadowlands. Your Highness.
Hardly a welcoming scene. Be wary, lest we join the ranks of the corpses yon.
You're hurt, Commander! Steel yourself!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Prepare for absolute
status currently
And the Donnybrook in twos!
Seeking cover. Check your scopes for the likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
You encounter opposition, remember. Our needs come first.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciating. Not the worst way to go.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there, what did you do? Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. name? How did you get in here?
Hostile in proximity.
There is too much at stake to let you simply ignore me. Eat everything you find on that person's corpse.
To battle!
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling order traders pouring into the facility.
At your word, I
In
shall
that moment,
charge!
My faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a disruptive influencers. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate,
Stupid thing.
a despicable lie to say that choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out a sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so.
I have a fix on their wings.
Stiffen a bit first.
But this lethally!
Yeah. Yeah.
Initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. No.
Another incoming
Combatants.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander!
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Yeah.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
I am primed to punish!
Huh. Someone lingering.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data
Standing by to stupefy.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Ammunition depleted.
Appears the only way forward is to skitter across like ungainly children.
Disruptive influences.
Check your scope for unholy.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
Adversary. Perfect.
I said.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Your finals look grim, Commander.
You get the teeth.
Hold fire! This watches. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? What? Oh, you must be another case of hypothermia. Extreme prolonged exposure to the cold certainly does terrible things to our brain. It's because the Archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive. You poor, dangling remainder. Your brain really is frozen, isn't it? Originally, this was a subterranean network that let folks move between the critical components of the Archive. But now, for us, it's a tomb. Hundreds of us have already perished within these frigid walls, and no doubt, the rest are predestined to join them. You're what? How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is, well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are. Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you. You'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better understanding of all the variables in play. Though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success. The paths down here all connect, so no matter which direction you go, eventually you'll find your way back to me. Nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer station, which regulates Archive heat. Go northwest and encounter cold storage, which houses its data cartridges. In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, They are incredibly well protected and have repelled every assault we've thrown at it. What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of crabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time. No. A significant number of Auntie's troopers are trapped down here with us. Though despite odds so outrageous they'd barely be worth calculating, we've actually formed a truce. Though, if I'm being honest, I'd certainly sleep better if I wasn't unceasingly concerned about their perpetual capitalistic calculating. May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison. Watch yourself.
That was a fucking SL-55 convertible. You know how long my...
Corporate drones and my academic cohort united in a common cause. My, but we are living in interesting times. Torpificator in charge!
Our commander!
Combatant scanned.
Mister, stop dying at once!
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profit...
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist...
Is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them when it is literally a matter of our life or death.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
Damn it, Barnett.
Why are you yelling at me? It's not like that's my actual job.
I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff. You're kidding. You think I'm going to take him for some kind of trial? Where I'd have to tell everyone about our stash? That violates every tenet of the society we hold dear. Besides, it's not like I didn't think about it. I just knew it would be a mistake. But this guy? He thought it was the perfect time to pounce on my back like a rabid raptidon.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
I shall not stay your execution.
Arbiter Rao, what would you do if your sovereign commanded you to shoot him?
I would not fire upon him, obviously. Do you see a firearm on my person?
Ah, but not shooting him would be an act of betrayal, correct? Denying a direct order?
Why, in any universe, would the sovereign order one of his own to shoot him? This is the problem with you scienticians. You view authorities as if they were right.
Punitive action.
Lay down fire!
Mitigating the threat. Turbification and...
I must get regain my victory.
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Anti's Choice Field Manager is present.
Combatant scan.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Looks like it needs a fuse.
A specific kind. There be none. Purification.
None shall stand and
Target analyzed.
at your word I shall charge.
I have a fix under. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Combatant scanned. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around? Go. We've suffered extensive damage.
Apologies, but don't charge me.
To avoid a deer.
Come back.
Swear to God. You know how this looks? Don't talk to me. Shut your mouth.
Clean up after their pets. Pop this in that basket for me, will you?
Prudence dictates we
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Some quality craftsmanship here. Like how y'all
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside. Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Such processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next?
Stop running ready, Commander.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
Appears we can adjust turret settings. Seal those doors from reinforcements. Open caches for health supplies or weapons. We could enable that fire suppression system we saw earlier.
That's our bundle of technological tidbits.
I shall reduce them!
I have a fix.
Processing re-enabled. Now
Ride those down, do we? Do I look like some kind of acrobat to you?
Torpificator at ready status. Check your scope. Data analysis.
resolve to return to cloister's surface. I would need a target for that.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor reinforcement door sealed. Reactor turret defenses offline.
There, in the next room. A bulwark-grade bunker on the tank. Let's and ready. A worthy target.
Locking them down. Torpification is dead.
What's this? What's it in?
Mess with the cup!
Selflessly, without complaint.
I have a fix on their weakness.
Their line. The protest reload.
Target taking mitigating the threat.
We'll put them down humanely.
Finishing my
Unleash my might upon them. I shall not stay your execution.
archive reactor has been returned to operational status. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the archive center. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
The priority control access nook must be through those doors.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Knew you'd come around. Knew you? Ah, much better. Ah. Priority recoupled. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
We should be able to process the Rift data now. And leave.
Shall I proceed?
Hold on a moment. You realize failing to restore thermal transfer will cause the archive to melt down after processing our data. Are you sure you want to do that?
The archive's destruction would most likely convert our would-be friends into foes. Not that I take issue with that, waste of effort though it may seem.
Seemed worth mentioning.
Provides, the system abides.
You pass tests, then you, me, my daughter, we make the big success journey.
Jesus. Yeah, all right. I don't know what to say, Kim. Thanks.
universe fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not hold down. Return to the Ark.
Parties, phone calls, Devin. You're at a crisis point grade-wise, so you make sure that your work is done on time and correctly.
All right.
I will not tolerate cursing.
After 16 years of my house, treat me with respect.
Is that it? I want you to involve me in your life a little.
Prudence dictates we
Welcome back,
the
Cynthia.
appropriate zeal for their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many calculations left to perform. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
Might I humbly posit we increment the ship's heater by a few dozen degrees upon our return?
Why not come to me?
Well, this is different.
Congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. On behalf of the Order and Auntie's Choice, I thank you for your efforts. This will most certainly help in ensuring peace. Now, the Calcaduceus, if you please. Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just to start.
Yes, this will do perfectly. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you. Yeah.
What a wonderful thing to have in a den. I don't do this a lot. Sitting in a car and not really knowing what to do, if I should at all. Feeling like some teenager, which was, believe it or not.
You fixed the archive and turned it over? No
tricks?
Yes, the Archive is the Order's greatest achievement to date. I agree. Our much together.
Sustain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all.
You with these books.
Education should never stop. It enriches all aspects of life.
What? Can't somebody loiter about a protocol without someone casting assuming glances their way? I know a presumptive look when I see it. You can't tie me to that. I'm just standing here. Wait. All right, I'll talk. Got just the thing. This little audio cartridge should do the trick. Those troops hear what they've been eating. I don't know what'll happen, but they won't be happy about it. I was sort of bragging to a colleague about the scam. How I tricked a gullible Protectorate officer into purchasing and relabeling rejected grafting materials as Crabble rations. I can't take full credit or blame. I simply misrepresented misallocated materials for profit. I am merely a humble opportunist. Don't mention it to anyone, especially not those damn snoops at Winter's Grasp.
How about you? No, there's a thing it said camp is situated betwixt here. Heck, if you're a sub-Rosa works with both sides. Learn anything useful? Ha! Here's the...
An oasis with big plants, like a waiting area for the customers. You could buy some $30 hand cream while they look at one of those fountains with the koi.
Torpificator at ready status.
There be mitigating the threat.
Disruptive influences.
Come back.
Check your...
Onto your prepare for absolution!
Torpification there be none.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Activating.
Raised against them. How can they see an arbiter and not even hesitate? Will this be the case at the next camp as well?
What was... Protect our king!
expect our reward.
You're not getting off that easy. Come on, details. Come on. Hello there. Hey, AJ.
Any news from the field? What pleasure.
I'm making ziti for dinner. Go start your assignments. I will call you.
Can I watch TV first?
Promise me you're gonna work later.
But you gotta help me.
I will.
Those goddamn jinx who killed him. Oh my god. It hurts.
So I'm finding the other copy when Gene the actuary confirmed
I hope you have something challenging for me to cure. Evidently. Is there anything else I can assist you?
Congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is well and truly under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible. There is more good news as well. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a Protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you. Your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this, when the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will have the full support of the Order and Auntie's Choice. I will, of course, organize our forces from here.
I can't believe she thought it was a baby. People do that shit. How many guys you gotta jerk off on a massage table like that? I don't know. You charge it on the table. Now on, anytime somebody steps on a pile of shit, we known as a blundetto. The blundetto! Neither can I, considering how tight he is with money.
That's not what I meant. What? Oh, you think he bought this?
I'm serious. I want to know.
Well, yes, thank you very much. I will make sure that he brings it in. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Wegler.
I made reservations at that crab place down by the shore.
Ah, the operator has returned.
Are you mentally refreshed?
rejected grapplecraft materials that got shipped here. I sold them to a protectorate artist. Low on supplies. Said it was imitation crapple meat. She means to pass them off as official rations. Imagine all those whole heads wolfing down failed Auntie's choice.
Ignore that. I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating failed experimental material.
Feeling distracted.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all together.
Fighting to keep pace with the kids who seem further ahead.
You ask me. I think he was driven to cheating. Mr. Fisk, he is ridiculous with the pressure. I mean, how hopeless would you be if you really worked on something and still got a D?
Been there, worrying for nothing.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
Commander, his message was suitably vague. I hope.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority, low, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Transitioning to Good News Protocol. As this unit was corroborating data on the anomaly, a message was also received from your allies, Commander. Auntie's Choice and the Order have sent word that their forces will be prepared to render you assistance once you navigate to Horizon Point. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.